Gdje si ime Bistu? Kako je ime Bistu? Kako je grub joystick. Nice feeling. Sve još što su GTA odgodili ime, a? Hehehe. Ma onu ćemo ga igrat. Laganu ćemo ga maunu igrati, brate. Laganu maunicu. Jel se čuje ovo uopšte ova igrica? Properties. Valjda se čuje. Da vidimo kako je stanje. Tamo dobiješ 50 kojina, brate, ovo ne dobiješ ništa. Tamo dobiješ 50 kojina. Nakucko se da Bog da. Kuckali mu. Šta ima ime? Jesi lagan, brate? Si spreman za Battlefielda? Omar AR99. Kapelo lagani, igra se, igraju ljudi. Ksub neki. Koreanac. Dobro. Ajme mi probat koju, pa ćemo vidjeti kako će biti stanje. Hoće li biti stanje pozitivno ili će biti negativno? Nešto je se ovaj OBS smeo malo. Cak, cak, cak. Cherry, cherry lady. Plavi dresić, crveni i plavi, vrati. Najjači kombo. Do way. Dobro. Veliki Kosta Kurta, veliki Rumenige. Sad ćemo vidjeti. Znači nije bilo toliko loše. Master 10.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply
Pelson,
those balls
Pelson,
that can-
oslova si Pelson, šteta.
It's wide, but only just.
Ah,
Lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite
ne
get
znam
it
ime,
top.
brate, nije na meni. Ja sam mogao i sad, ali neću igram sam. Ne znam, ako dođu Serba i Brko, igrat ćemo. Ako ne dođu, šta će ja? Ne mogu ja nikog silt, brate. Ako će igrat, nek dođu. Ako neće, neće. Šta ćeš? Nije na meni, ja sam mogao i sad igrat. Ali... Ako dođu, dođu. Rade ljudi, biznismen.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy de Ligt is
Budemo li igral, rekao sam, mjesto imaš, nemaš brige.
to skipper
Samo je
a
bitno da
top
dođeš, i
side
to je
in
to.
routines. I'm someone who likes to think
Nemaš
I've
sikiracije,
seen my fair
brate,
share of
1%.
defensive greats, but this boy,
Chance for a shot! He scored!
Ako budemo igrati.
well, they would have been looking at him to
A
produce
trebao
the
bi,
goods,
šta ja znam.
and that was very kind of him to
Ali
oblige
opet-
so early.
Nikad se...
He made it happen. Squeezed through
Nikad
with
se ne zna.
sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Cherry,
So the
cherry,
game's
lady.
first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
They want to
Pelson.
be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Azar,
Jebote.
Messi.
Fokus 0
Whether
bodova.
these two want to come off second best. Roll
Rano se
Reds
ustaje
leading
ovih
the
dana i onda je
offense to
sad
that early
fokus
goal, and the
0.
score is 1-0. No, that's been intercepted.
Jebo mamu.
Schneider. Cruyff. He's being urged to shoot. Messi.
Kad ćeš ti igra, brat? To jest od kad si
To
dostupan.
his adversary, this is a
Nemoj
formidable
samo reći u
matchup.
11, ljebat.
Doué. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Pele running with the ball. Well, he's not
Pele
happy with that
running with the
challenge, but
ball.
The referee has let it go. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great challenge, time to perfection. Thuram. To Azar. Played out to the right.
Ah,
Porta
jebote.
gets across to intercept that.
Konjina.
Messi
Stisni ga,
face to
druže.
face with his great rival. Back into the middle. Azar.
They've got to make this nice
Eden.
and quick.
Mora se malo lopta smir, brate.
Rummenigge has created one goal already. Oh, that's a very deep
Pelson!
Wow. Possession.
Lijepo vidim Pelson, međutim nema šuta
What
Pelson.
is it, though, that really makes it work?
Sad je Rupčaga
Well, for
bajo.
me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in
Sad
this
je
team has the
Rupčaga
courage to
brale
shoulder the
u
ball.
ne.
You can't shy away from it. You can't
Ali
hide.
Cruyffara.
You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Hey, you make it sound so
Ne,
simple.
dole sa Cruyffa.
Rijkaard. And it's to Michelis.
Op, Pelson. Ah.
The
Sačekao.
movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Doué.
Lee Dixon.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Veliki Lee Dixon.
Cross to Korta.
Cherry, cherry lady.
Messi. Dixon. Cruyff. Rummenigge.
Lijepo, ali igra i on.
Got loose. Nicely weighted ball.
Pelson. Pelson, zalomi, stani. Ne može Pelson do lopti.
Well, Reds looking to go into the break, 1-0 up.
0 bodova, kontrola nad loptom. Beckham i Maldini.
That's neat.
Beksi Maldini, siguran je. Maldini.
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Cruyffara. Ide Cruyff,
Shifting
ide
through
Cruyff.
the gears here.
Uvijek ono zadnje, uvijek čekam do
That
5 do
was an
12.
exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Bijesni Cruyff.
Oh,
I
easy
napad,
pickings
i
there.
odbrana. Sve igra, brat. Maldini.
Rijkaard. Rummenigge. Well, there was an
Moja
element
greška.
of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Beckham. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Bravo Pelsone. Bravo Pelsone. Sve si uradio, ali
Is there any support? He might not need it.
nije dodo pas.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Tvrda
On the
tekmica,
face of
brate.
it, it looks a fair reflection
Tvrda.
of what we've all seen,
Nema tu
Peter.
govora.
Some incisive
Maldini.
play on one side, battling
Kako loš
qualities
pas
on the other.
Maldinija.
I think this game is there to be won, and a minor
Ma
tweak
jebote,
maybe all
ma.
needs to change it.
Sebi pa
Royal
dodaj
Reds
to.
go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Kako start?
We are back underway.
Bravo za
Reds
doktorski.
carrying a one-goal lead.
Ajde Hazard.
Can
Nemoj
he
da Uli
spark a
mora
counter
ulaziti.
here? Cruyff. That is a brilliant
Dobro, provo
interception.
jedan.
Messi.
To prošlo od jedena.
Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Messi. Out
Je
to
neke
the right.
glupe mečeve.
Pelé simply refused to be outdone there. Azar. And here's the chance to counter. Looking for the run. Adams kept aware. And
Hop.
it is reclaimed easily.
Hop,
Hazard.
Eden.
Hullet. They're urging him to shoot.
Nema šanse, brat.
Messi.
Nema pasa. Cruyffinho.
Reds are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's Beckham. And it's Messi. And they win it back again. Pelé. Rower Reds looking to pass their way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. This looks promising.
Sjajno! Pasa, sine, rumenoga.
And look what it means to them. This is
Au.
a position of genuine strength now. Well, was he ever going to miss that?
Sjajna lopta rumenoga. Bravo rumeni
It's
doktor.
great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't
Bravo
say the
rumeni
defense
bistu.
did themselves many favors then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Pelson ulazi, Clarence. Par izmjenica, čisto da ga on... Vini, može li Vini u igru? Može i Vini.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 17. Le numéro 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Dove.
Rower Reds are doing very
Bravo,
nicely,
Uli.
thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of
Cruyffinho.
moods are very visible now.
Vini.
They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Bravo.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins
Ovo je
out.
Ninjo.
Short changes him with that pass. Threads one in. Real chance! It's in!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Marseille get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Seedorf.
A brate, dragi.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball
Ja
won
pasa i
cleanly.
kurca.
Now it's Mbappe. Serginho has
Cross,
it in
huh?
a wide position.
Nema krosa, druže.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nevjerojatno.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Neymar. Roa Reds are looking to break at pace.
Ovo je Ninjo.
Can he get it through? And he's in on goal.
Glavine!
Sticks it away.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Bravo,
So
Vini
the
Luka.
lead now is 2.
Well, I think
Vinny.
it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Pem te usran.
Zé Roberto. That has ended up in no man's
Bravo.
land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Mbappe. Hernes.
Uli
Can he
pas.
get on the end of this?
Je moguće.
Oh, what has happened here? It is a corner, good chance. And we have our very first corner. Musiala
Forse 1
is
i
there to
Javute
clear.
pleme.
Marseille are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the finish! And it's there! And they are putting
GG.
it here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Après 90 minutes de jeu par le numéro 11.
Manchester United. Embuemo je tu. Vjerci Embuemo.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Pali
camaraderie.
svime, šta
The
reći?
fans have pulled out all the stops to make
Kako
this a
spavanje
memorable
imenič?
occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We have already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that
dobra lopta.
partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have
Lele,
proven themselves
lele.
to be very productive over the years. They carry more
A
might.
brate,
Now, we've
što
had some
ovako
legendary ones,
radi?
haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker
Tačno
playing
je
off
na
the
PC-u smeće radi, brate, sad.
He will be
Novi
looking
driver i
himself.
sve, ali ne vrijedi.
incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot.
Ne radi igrica baš kako bi to moglo.
Nice looking ball. Brilliantly cut out.
Ej,
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused
Igraj.
of back bias again.
Igraj, neka
Giuliano Belletti is
puca.
someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Nije faul, a?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they
Bravo.
were certainly tested.
Bravo da
It's
ovo nije
Roberto
faul, brate.
Baggio. Azar. Rummenigge. And this is Hullet. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come
Evo
with
igre,
the view
brat.
of not making any early mistakes.
Samo.
So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rummenigge. Decent chance!
Školski.
It's there! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
The row of Reds
Gdje ćeš ti
have
rame?
broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's Pedri. Pedri going
Veliki
face to
jedan,
face with his
Hazard.
rival.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pasa, sine.
Pele gets
Ne, Pele, druže. Kako je Pele usrao, kakva paščina rumenu.
but ultimately he was just
Ovo je
about
bilo
kept out.
bogovski.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried.
Vidio
all
ga je
things considered.
rumen
The
ige.
defense were just well prepared for what was coming.
Foot in. Rice.
Op, op, op.
Pedri will not
A
want
mora
to
mu
lose
jedna
out here,
proći,
not
jebao
against
mu
this
trokut
opponent.
sve.
Real chance. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Roberto. Oh, shooting chance.
Dobro, nije pogodio.
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product.
Česi
required.
Mrčiću,
Beautiful work
Mrčić.
to take the defense out of the picture. but
Samo igraj,
no
doktor.
rush to see the replay on this.
Troši struju sam. Samo struju troši.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And this is Pele.
Pelso! Ne mogu Pelsona okrenuti
Yes,
danas.
great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the
Pelso.
way, Peter.
Ja.
Now it's Roberto
Brat.
Baggio. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Played back
Vidi.
in.
Ima čovjek neku svoju zamisao.
Cruyff. Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his
Konto me,
adversary.
nešto.
This is a formidable
Već
matchup.
pokoju mi loptu uzima na istu foru.
And it's DiMarco. Cruyff.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Na čemu igraš, docente? Kako ti radi
Well,
ovaj?
the Reds can
ovaj traktor od igrice.
afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
This is
Sjecka li?
Messi.
Ili radi bogovski?
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That pass has been well intercepted. Pedri.
Ma kurac,
Now it's
meni ne
Roberto
radi
Baggio.
okej. Jedan
Maldini
dan radi,
makes
drugi
the
ne radi, ali bolje mi
interception.
radila na konzoli neko već.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Azar. Pedri wins the duel this time. Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask
Se
for much
cuka,
more
se
than that.
cuka. Znaš šta je fazon.
Dixon. And the referee brings the first half
Ali
to a
Dixon.
close.
A boga me, evo vidit ćete graf mal na kraju utakmice. Nema laži, nema prevod. Ko je KG i srce. A na konzoli mi je bolje radilo neko večer, ne znam. Možda je sad ovo preopterećeno ili šta je, pitaj Boga. Ili da nije zbog streama što je u 2K pa vuče više, bitri. More svašta biti.
Rower Reds have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
A jebem.
A solitary goal.
Slušao.
That has been the crucial difference. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Kako ovako kližeš?
Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there.
Duram tvoje.
He's tried one!
Puh.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United.
Kako vam ide pes?
They're first.
Razbijate, a?
DeMarco. There's the shot.
Rupa je, brate, bila ovdje sreće, pa nije pogodio.
Picked out brilliantly.
Aj, nemoj zajebavat. Da ovdje nisam uzeo loptu.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Ja baj okrita.
Thuram calmly anticipates. And it's Cruyff. Pedri. Rower Reds are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hop,
Rummenigge.
hop.
And this is Cruyff.
Ideš Kroj.
Shot!
Vamos!
It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Osjetili smo prostor.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Ej, ej.
Big chance!
Oh.
He has done it! The lightness of
Prođe,
step,
brat.
the sharpness of movement, the
Jokereš.
certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all
Ajde,
the way.
Eden. Penal.
This is threatening to become a
Glavo
really
nije.
good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up to
Eden.
grabs.
Veliki si Edene.
That is good strength. And the shot! He's got a goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an
Evo vidiš
awful lot
koliko
of unwanted
zalaga,
attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Cherry lady.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Sam Krojfara.
Then left in the dark.
Loš pas Krojfari.
Pedri. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Back into the middle. Pele. Rummenigge.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot!
Ah!
It's hit the upright.
Foul.
Oh, he's
Da,
going to
da.
be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Loose ball. Has another go! Oh, he's been caught this time.
Tu
surely.
pogađa Demi Kelly. Na mjestu.
And they are pulling clear here.
Veliki Martin Demi Kelly, možda i prvijenac.
Play timing.
A možda i nije.
Such good movement.
And that's it.
GG.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drew.
Gledajte sad grafa.
My
Gledaj grafa.
commentator Jim Beglin. A
O
very
čemu
good
pričam?
to all.
Gle ovo.
Just a quick announcement and an exciting one.
Baš je loše, brate. Baš je loše. Ali jevi ga, šta ću? Eden Hazard se tu nudi, međutim ulazi Uli. Može i Uli mašina igrat tu. Da, da. Da nam bi bar ući u drugu, pa ne bi li se neko javio za Battlefield, ali svi šute, vrat. Sirius, fason 0-1. Može zeleni drsić. Edmundson, Beckenbauer, Cannavaro, Van Dijk, Bergomi, Petr Cech, kakva zadnja linija. Park Ji-sung, Bellingham, Luis Suarez, Cruyff i Lionel Messi. Strašna ekipica, ima u nas i ko u formi. Ima Owen i Adams. Ninjo bi možda mogao dobiti šansu sa klupe.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Prvo sam uzeti crveni i zeleni.
And we're underway.
A volim bijeli, brate.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Uli.
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
Uli.
He's just about unbeatable
Uli.
in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick.
Tries a shot.
Uf. Teta.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kako je preseko ovo?
Is offering a
Cruyffa
real smile
radom.
there.
Rower Reds with the corner. They're first. Syria are looking to go forward now.
Ponovi za mnom da ovaj život je lep ko smeh teči. Ponovi za mnom i ne ruši se ne ako si neči.
Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Messi. Cruyff.
Da nas ne primete.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
I kreni za mnom
A lot of
rumeni.
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Oh, it was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead.
Ovaj
and
sa
how
loptom
the
vidi
weight of
brži
that
od
pass.
Lee
Ideal.
Dixona bez lopti. Vini,
So a breakthrough
vini,
already.
vidi, vici.
Beckenbauer. Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius
Neither of these
Junior.
two want to come off second best. They want to be quick to recover this. Rower Reds leading here. Ah, he's given it
Ponovi
away.
za mnom da
He's
ovaj
away.
život je
Big
lep
chance. Must
ko smeh
Rummenigge.
teči.
Sticks it away.
Ponovi za mnom.
And they're at it again in double quick time. And that is fabulous.
Greška, Rumeni ne prašta greške.
Oh, that That's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on
Dobro,
it.
dobro,
Impeccable
smori.
technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Hop. O.
Things
Igra, igra.
starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He
Pelson.
was quick to react.
Loš pas
Vinicius Junior,
Pelsona.
and it's Messi.
Mikelic ispusi.
Neatly clipped into space. He is through here.
Uf,
Well,
dobre.
clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. Cruyff going face to face with his great rival. Turns back here, probably the best option. Great skill, that's nice. Pele does well to stand firm and defend it. And this is Hullet. Aims beyond the defence.
Ah.
Messi.
Nema prolaska.
And this is Luis Suarez. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior
Rupa.
will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Lidikson.
Pele. Now it's Cruyff. Rummenigge has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target. Now, as long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Now the delivery.
Uf!
Well, that is
Spetta,
clearly
brat.
the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which
Rudi ovdje
needs
imao
a
sve.
repeat, a dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
And
Pelson.
now a sudden chance
Nije
to
spustio
counter.
loptu.
Can he get it through?
Ruuu!
And it's there!
Da, Mikelic, strašna lopta.
And the lead is extended still further. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite
Ne tom
uncomfortable
nogom.
for them.
Bravo, momci. Pressing na
Reds
max.
find a position of real strength now.
Uli. Uli. Uli pas. Pelson. Ne.
Oh, good-looking ball. And he's worked it through.
Ali. Tyramčina.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just
Dobra
couldn't
lopta.
take out that
Dixon.
ball.
O.
Rijkaard. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Hajde, Pele. Hajde, Pele.
And this is Hullet. And Hullet!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Treba, brate. Pelson. Ne njemu, ne njemu.
And that interception was...
Sam Uli dole, on daje Pelsonu loptu,
Really well
brate.
and stopped it.
Maldini. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's got away. Pele shoots.
Pelson!
And it's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched.
Školsko utrčanje Pelson.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goal.
Lijepo Pelson.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin.
Opet očajan graf. U, 650, 86 je brat bio nekad. Ne, serije, brat. GG. Nije ovo je loš. Otresli mi ga, opasno smo ga raznijeli. Da ovaj život je lep, posmeh dečiji. Ponovno, i ne ruši mi sve. Sineći, stegni mi ruku. Free team, brate, jel? Ne seri da ga je free usro Edgar Davids. Diego Forlan, Kylian Mbappe, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Ja ga nisam ni probao, evo. Dobar free team, brate, nešto. Ovo igraju onaj Brazilac ovu neku formaciju. Ovaj Forlan je brutalan, brate. Brutalica je ovaj Forlan. Baš je bijesan.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation.
Bravo, Ricardinho.
I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his
Cannavaro,
return, his
Biste Cannavaro.
understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Maldini, gubiš duel od Mbappea, brate. Maldini.
Now it's Hullet. Can he spark a counter here?
Nemoj mi to rad, brate.
Hullet, well read, and the danger is averted. Rower Reds with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Dude.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Mbappe.
Now it's Mbappe.
Ti nam Bog otac.
A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. Now it's Hullet. Cruyff. Cruyff! Goal! First blood drawn. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hernes. Now it's Hullet. Great defending, strong and determined.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That's been cut out, well played.
Gdje igraj, druže?
Davids. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's picked his way through. That's an excellent interception. Davids.
Chat, šta ima? Nešto ste zanijemli, chat. Gledaj rupe, brate. Gledaj rupe za Forlan. Ali, doktor hapšenje. Turam je bolist. Dobro, dobro je, fino, ali blokiramo.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Davids.
Moguće da će ga brat pogoditi.
Pele. Rower Reds looking to pass their way through. Now it's Hullet.
Ovako.
Rummenigge.
Samo.
And he's searching through.
Pa gdje se
That's
otvori?
been one straight back. It's anyone's ball now. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And the counter is on. Forlan. Great ball, and he's in here. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hullet is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Davids. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe going face to face with his great rival. And this is Forlan. And this is Forlan.
Evo.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a good look here.
Well, it's
Dobar
quite
faul
simple. They
dobija,
had the
ali
best man for the job on it.
Inga u dupe.
Forlan!
Bravo.
Oh, wonderful! What a goal!
Očekivan.
That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Evo li ti Forlan.
They have come
Bravo.
roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rower Reds have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Rummenigge. And the shot!
Ah,
It's in the upright.
Stativču ga.
Pedri. Pedri takes
Bravo,
control
Tirana.
there and he's on the move.
Ajde, ajde.
And here's Hullet.
Htio sam za Pelcona odigrat, ne vrijedi.
Plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Vidi pasa.
That looks a good ball through.
Kako ga vadili
Yes, it is.
iz naftalina.
And this is Pele.
Šteta.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Kurac je ovo bio offside, ali ajde.
And it's half time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither
Tvrdatek.
side truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half time. Rower Reds are level pegging at half time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Our Reds are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change
No.
in his halftime team talk.
Ali ne njemu, druže.
Rummenigge. And it's Maldini. Rijkaard. To Demichelis.
Kako
Nicely
loptu
aimed
drži.
pass.
Mrtvac.
Rijkaard. Mbappe. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mbappe. And this is... And the shot!
Bravo, Kančino.
Goes forward. Hullet.
Ajde, Rudi.
Sharing off
Bravo.
that one. Stood up well.
Ali
to
vrate,
there.
koji kurac, 5 minuta prima igrač loptu, pa koji kurac?
And the shot's on here.
O, bravo.
There's the shot.
Pa nije šta, brate.
And yes, it's
Ja moraš
there.
izgubit, moraš izgubit.
And the game is well and truly
Znači, spusti Rud, ovaj majmun ne zna primit lopte, mamu jebu
Momentary
svoj mrtv.
lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rummenigge. Cruyff.
I uvijek prejak. Uvijek za nijansu.
Well, they are still trailing and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish.
Vidi ovo, ej. Koje govno igramo od igrice, vrate, na lopti sam. Čovjek preskače preko mene. Pa je li moguće ovo, vrate? Alo, druže.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team.
Ali zato njegov stiže, a?
And no doubt will be looking to cause...
Chance, surely! They've done it! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly
Zato njegov sin ne stiže.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Vidio
Well,
sam
there's a
ga
real
lica
sense
mrtvog.
that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Uli, serem ti se u usta. Prš, majmune.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Čitavu tekmu je lik usro, vrate. Čitav.
Johan Cruyff.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's well positioned here. Row of Reds, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Great ball if he can get there. And that is expertly dealt with.
Vidi.
Urawa Reds really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Dank, pojede Ruda. Kako je to moguće?
75 minutes. Lovely.
Još jedan čita. Bravo, nešto.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Azar. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Urawa Reds really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Davids was alert to the possibilities, but in the end...
Ajde, Rude.
He won't be happy
Nemam
with that
kome
one.
loptu dat, brat.
And beyond the defence. Rijkaard.
Svaka čast, brate.
So
Dank
what do you
je
make of this?
sve lopte presjeku.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
I opet Dank.
It is looking
Nek mu
like the
spomeni
end.
digni.
If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going
Yeah,
about it
sorry.
as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Cijeli sklupko.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Hullet.
Bravo.
It's a sigh of relief as he
Next
gets
time.
his hands on the ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better.
Kad
The
moraš
final
izgubit,
ball
moraš
was
izgubit da
very
si
close.
Bog.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Ribéry.
Ribery.
Back into the middle. He is through. Goes for a shot.
Ribery!
It's a goal.
Ne da veliki Frank.
It's all square once more. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making
Ne da
any
Frankčina
excuses, but I
velika.
was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up
Rud
trumps.
izlazi. Izlazi loša partija Ruda. Da li je realno da ona formacija onako goni?
Substitution on the field. Number 8. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great
Video pass.
attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Bravo.
Could move up a gear here.
Substitution in progress.
Bravo.
And it's Seedorf. That's a good ball out wide.
Ribery.
That's a
Ribery, ko na ringišpilu. Ribery, dobra lopta. Nema ko da skoči. GG 3-3 pošteno na kraju.
magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Your reflections then, Jim.
Tvrda partija, brate. Tvrda što još jest. Uli, ne igraš, brate. Veliki Frank. A još koju ne, se ko javio da bi momaka? Nema niđe niko živoga. Sat vremena igramo, pola 5 je chat. Mali serve živoga, brka. Brka radi, lako je tebi sa tim radnim vremenom. Sve neki bijesni. Sve neke bijesne mi baca, brate. Šta je ovo si? Novi Ribery, 106, ovaj 103. Jeboli mamu, jel moguće da je još bolji od ovoga? 106 frank. Koji je ovaj novi Ribery, chat? Šta ima on? Koja je rola? Jel winger lagani? I Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho je QC, ja mislim. Ali igra naš Frank. Za 3 je bolji onaj Ribery, kruti jebe. Pa je li moguće? Je li moguće da je, ajde drug, Kantona, ne i Messi, boga mi je bena ekipa, 3.268, jača od moje. Barem na papiru. Novi Bale je tu. Back Bale. Van der Sar je tu. Druže. Druže, da li je ovo realno, brate? Možda bi ovdje trebao igrati ovako dvojicu, brate. To bi bilo jebeno. Ponovi za mnom da ovaj život je.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Ah,
2014-15
kad me ovako
certainly
sveže,
provided
brat.
some terrific
Bryce
highlights for
neki.
Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever.
Kakav li je ovaj
Of
Van der
course, with
Sar,
each other,
brale moj.
and Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Moral se njemu dat gol uopšte.
Of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you?
His
Kantonic.
performance against Madrid.
Ide,
Goes for
šučin.
goal! An early chance there, first of the game.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Dobro, ovo je neka zamisao.
And now they can spring out
Tu
of
je
defense.
Frank.
And here's Messi.
Bravo Maldini. Idemo sada, rumeni.
He's in plenty of
Vuci to.
space here. Rummenigge. That is good alertness.
Čovjek ima stabilnu konekciju 5 barova, brate. To je konekcija. To znači bolji igrica ne može raditi.
He's driving forward. Applies the finish.
What the fuck?
And that tested the keeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Op.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early
Riveri,
exchanges?
Joker s
Both
klupe.
sides seem happy
Sada
with
u
the
prvoj
performance.
Riveri.
For now, still trying to have a good look at what it will.
Ne, šta radiš Riveri?
Vitinha. Oh, they can break here. Messi is in a really good position out wide. And it's Cruyff. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Ajde Riveri.
Ribéry. He's had a shot. He's delivered all right. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern
Bravo,
football,
Ribéry.
Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Cruyff. Bravo Cruyffara.
Raul Reds
Panucci,
have
tu je i
taken the lead.
Panucci. Pa ima brat nekog da nema, slučaj.
Things are far from done here, and while there's never
Eventualno
time to
da,
be caught out,
da,
you
da nema
definitely
nekog
don't want it
igra,
to be now.
He's having a
igrača od
shot.
ovih novih.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pele.
Panucci je tu, kaže.
Now it's Hullet. And the
Ribéry
pressure is
i
on.
Bejlara.
Ball is over the line.
Ja, moj Ribéry.
Vitinha is the
Gdje je
distributor.
otišao
He's
ovaj
always
Pajser?
looking for movers.
Bravo. Bravo.
And the
Stisni.
sides separated by the game's only breakthrough
Ne da.
moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Maldini i Messi.
Nicely weighted.
Panucci, imali krosa.
Messi. And the shot. Cantona!
Bravo.
Cruyff. Nice
Oh,
interception. His
sam
positioning
igrač,
was
sam
spot
igrač
on.
bio.
He's gone for goal.
Ovaj probava.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase
Messi.
on to retrieve it.
Panucci, Christian.
It's a promising position. Davids.
Pele, izađi.
Well, that's good defending.
Ne,
He squeezed
brate,
the
ne
play
mogu
and he gave
pasa u
no
napad.
chance to get
Lik je maksimalno stisnu.
Beckenbauer.
Vidio.
And he skips past his man. Cruyff.
Cruyffara lopta za
Imaginative pass.
Hulita, koji ne stiže.
Dink over the top.
Tu je Rumeni.
Pele.
Mirna akcija. Riveri.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Snašao se Frank. Dobar cross. Nema
And
nikoga
that's not
tamo.
going to find its target. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Ne daj mu Maldini, jebem li mu,
Come off
pleme.
the best.
Gle Panucci koliko je
On the
brz,
right
koji
flank
kurac.
here. Can he get on the end of this? Out of play for a throw.
To je Lili Tiri. Cruyff. Pelson, raščišćava bez rizika. Rud, skače, ne dolazi do lopte. Cruyffara.
Rummenigge. Could move
Rumeni za Cruyffaru.
Cruyff.
Cruyffara kroz sredinu, ovo je za karton, brate.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the
Da li
counter
šutira?
pressing is
Dobar je
a
igrač,
bit
pomjerit će
more
golmana
pronounced.
100%, ali
Great
ajde.
chance here from position
Rud.
A1.
Rud! Pomjerio je golmana. Ok, znamo za
And again.
rumeni! Šta brani, brat?
A lot of space
Rumen.
ahead of him. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Šta radi?
Pele,
Uf.
Davids,
Tvrda tekma. Svaka jača od jači.
Cantona.
Stiži ga Peli.
Played into space.
Offside.
Messi picks it up out wide.
Maldini, Messi. Ispada Maldini. Messi! Bravo,
Well, it's a
Kančino.
nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's having a go.
Još jednom Kančina.
That carried quite a
Free
bit.
Kančina brani sve, brat.
It's their second corner of the game.
Uf.
Urawa Reds are looking to go forward now.
Ajmo Rud.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Beckenbauer. Thuram.
Bravo, bravo.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Tvrda tekma, brat. Stisnu je lik opas.
After 45 minutes.
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall
Riveri
approach.
solidna
The
partija,
boss
da li da
seems to
uđe
give
neko?
his team a lift during the break, and
Da li da
should
uđe?
still be quite buoyant.
Urawa Reds, the happier of the
Dobro.
teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Mateus. Lothar Mateus.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Ribery. Coming on to replace him.
Whistle goes, and we start the
Nije
second
nešto
half.
brzo ovaj Mateus, ali
Urawa Reds
Valjda će
definitely
odradit
want to
posao.
carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes
Pelson,
trying to
lijepo,
kill us off.
Pelson, idi sada, bježi mu.
Knocks it into space.
Pelson! Kakva golčina!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Kako je to zakucao veliki Pelson?
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Urawa Reds are
Oh,
now
šta bježi ovdje?
luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Boca Juniors have their third corner. And he was alert to it.
Bravo, De Michelis, bez rizika. Bitno. Kakva golčina Pelsona. Bogovski.
Urawa Reds do look as though they've made a half-time
Bitan
change here.
gol.
Well, I think it's
Lee
the
Dixon.
perfect time to make a change.
Nije offside, rupa, rumeni sam.
Rummenigge.
Rumeni!
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
Ponovo Pelson, sjajan pas.
They are
Kakva
tearing the
rupa za
opposition
Rumenu.
apart here. Simply
Bravo,
breathtaking
Rumeni.
stuff.
Tačka na i,
They're
rage
trying to
quit.
claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Čet. Velika partija Pelcona na sat i kusur smo. Velika partija Pelcona. Bio 23. 24. je bio lig 654. Ok. Dobro ekipu ima, ne znam, ovaj Ribery je bolesnik izgleda. Taman ako dobijemo još jednu, ulazimo u drugu i vjerovatno ćemo tu stati, najvjerovatnije. Marokanac, Isa. Prošlo je zaista Pelson odigrao na nivou. Nije što je zabio onaj gol. Opet ekipa. Hansi Flick igraju ga često. Neymar, Lamin, Suarez, Iniesta, Messi, Rodri, Cannavaro, Lothar, Mateusz, štoper. Ok, možda je malo malen za štopera. Araujo desno, Costa Curta. Bijesna ekipa. Da li iko u formi jeste Royce, koji nema drugi second booster. Ribery ili Uli. Ipak Eden Hazard dobija šansu. Ribery Joker sklupi.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Well, here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectations.
S kim je spaja?
Comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so.
Eden Hazard, ajmo, vuci je Hazard. Pelson, salomio Pelson, šteta.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner.
Jo, sam je bio Demichelis. Je li ovo meč za drugu diviziju, brat?
Demichelis really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cruyff. Demichelis igra.
And he went crashing in. Morocco are looking to go forward now.
I Dixon.
Roa Reds looking to pass their way through.
Loš pas.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that
pass coming a mile off,
and it wasn't the best decision.
Bravo, Maldini.
And the pass is intercepted.
I onda useriš.
Knocks it into... It's Luis Suarez! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with
the
patient approach for now. Still trying to...
Rud! To jest Rumeni. Ali jedan, lagani jedan.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mateus gets across and deals with it. To Michelis. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Yamal. Yamal showed plenty of interest in getting to the ball, but
spušta Rud lagano. Ede nazad Iziko. Pelson. Ja, dodaje Rude, brate slatki.
Bullet, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. Yamal.
Such good technique.
To što je brzo ovaj Lamin.
Luis Suarez.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task.
Cruyffara,
I
sam.
think he's got to be a little.
And the shot.
Lijep.
And it's in. And they're at it again in double quick time. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Rower Reds are
Ma lijepo.
2-0 up.
Edene.
And things are much
Oof.
healthier in their favour. Mind you,
Samo da je
you thought
mrvicu
that when
bio
the
in.
last one went in.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar.
Ponovi
Well,
za
that's well seen
mnom.
too. Now that looks a decent ball.
Sad je zicer, ali kan.
And he comes up trumps again.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Bravo, Cruyff. Ide rumeni.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Messi. Pele. To Michelis. Chance here to counter.
Bravo,
Here's
Cruyff.
down the way through.
Cruyff, lijepo.
Away. Oh, super.
Ne, ošutaj, druže.
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Cruyff.
Cruyff.
Cruyff gađa. Ne može.
Rower Reds heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And that's the end of that.
Pelson, bravo.
Started well enough.
Pelson, sjajna lopta. Rud.
And he's away.
Slomio je Rud.
And it's there. Up
Možda i tačka na i.
They have their boots on the throat.
Prvi strelac ekipe, veliki
He
Rud.
did well not to stray offside.
Volčina.
Well, Peter, he just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Rower Reds find a position of real strength now.
Op.
Still no way through. The
Ponovo.
defending here is resolute.
A, rumeni Rud.
Driving forward. Can he get on the end of this?
Ide rumeni Pelson. Ne njemu, ne njemu.
That's alert and sharp.
Oh, shot!
Pelson.
And he hits the net.
Ah.
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is so good. Such. And that's it.
GG, još jedna čet.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to
Druga
wish him
divizija. Tu smo. Da. Izborili smo se, bar za drugu, brate. Ali Pelson, strašna partija. Šta ćemo? 10-2-0, brate. Top 1000 skoro smo trenutno. Trebali smo par jednu u drugoj odigrati. Ne javlja se niko, a boji se ispucat se onda postane ovog Battlefielda, brate. Ali niko živ se ne javlja. Tam traži nekog, dobije jedan poraz i to je to. Koja mašina igra, ej! Čija si ven, doktore? Nije ven. Vini diva, šta je YouTube radi s ovim nikom? Jel ima Nikola Žigić? Ima, vrat. Pito za tebe malo prije. Oni Pantelić pitaju ima li Veni Didija, kaže. Uj, da je neke Master Lige odigrat čet malo, a? Mogla bi se neka Master Liga igrat. Ko nekad, brate. Ali brzo to dosadi u pičku mat. Neke Nikole Žigiće. Capello, Bulgarijan. Nedved, Rodri, Chiellini, Cannavaro, Tiran, Gareth Bale, Belletti, Lamine Yamal, Del Piero i Luis Suarez. Ali predefanzivno, brate. Šta je ovo? S druge strane, Bebeto čeka svoju šansu. 103, 48, 21, Rummenigge. 367, 387 golova i 199 asistencija, bolesnik. I onda najveći, Rud, 565 tekmi, 676 golova i 355 asistencija. Šta je Pele uradio, mada je on malo kraći u klubu, 230, 179, 115, pa nije loš. I Krojfara, šta je on uradio? 183, 99, 114. Može li Krojf do jubilarnog 100. gola u ovom meču? Tiramčina. 231, 7-0. Vidite Rama što je dao neki golova, ne znam ni kada je dao ovom gola. 229, 2-2. Biće zanimljivo. Nemam nijednog Mesija da valja, brate. Da li to igra Riveri? Samo da vidimo. Da li će preuzeti rizik Riveri? Eden Hazard, ipak Eden Hazard dobiva šansu. Nam je bar navući onda sad na 2 sata. Koliko smo? Sat i pol. Pa nije loš.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Eden Hazardinho.
We are up and running already.
Juventus.
Del Piero will be relishing
A
this game
jebote,
to
pas.
showcase as many
5 u
talents.
zadnjoj liniji.
Guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop
E,
him
ovo
is to
će
get
biti
players
bolest.
around him quickly. If there's
Ovo
any
nećemo.
standing off, then he'll dish
Plus
out
2
some
DMF-a.
punishment.
5 u zadnjoj liniji plus 2 DMF-a. Znači ovo ne možemo probiti.
Good ball
Nema
back to-
šansi. Teoretski.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, he's going to be disappointed. with
Rumeni probava neku lopticu.
that. Morientes. Oh, it's a
Morientes
build-up.
igra,
There's
brate.
plenty of really nice passing. And that's been one
Krojf,
straight
šta
foul.
radiš, Krojf? Gde samo reci? Previše prostora.
Now, who's going to be first to
Bravo, Lidikson. Bravo, Lidikson. Dobra intervencija doktora. Nama bi valjao taj Panucci, brate. Em je visok, em izgleda brži od Dixon.
this? For a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Lamine Yamal.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Očito sve ide preko Lamina velikog.
Great pressure, plenty of it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Pele, uff.
Rummenigge proving a very
Ovo je
adept defender.
bila
It was a
šansa
good
da
tackle
prođe.
too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days.
Da je pas
all part
prošao.
of a forward's duties.
Great chance!
Jasno ko dan.
Goal, Bulgaria! The invitation was clear and it was
Ej,
accepted
ljeve.
with utmost glee.
Del Piero really can't believe his luck.
Da bar
He was
primimo
allowed
neki
so
gol
much room
iz
when he
neke
should have been
akcije.
boxed in.
Pa da čovjek rekne jebi ga.
Roa Reds are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, no joy this time. Bale. Can he get it through?
Znači on samo ovo, krila, cross. Evo ovo. Ja
And
bi
he
ovakima
beats it
obrisao
away.
akaunte i nikad više ne dao da se napravi, brate.
Azar. And
U
here's
redu,
the chance
cross.
to counter.
Ali ako mi igraš čitavu utakmicu na mrtvi cross, oni se u 3 pičke materne, brate.
Real chance.
Bravo.
It's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter? To see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Evo ovo, gubimo.
Bulgaria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Ovo
Well, it's
gubimo
been
bez.
an absolutely fabulous
bez-
spell for them,
bez
and they're
ma
starting
kakvih
to look
razmišljanja.
unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Morala je jedna dolijat.
That's a cute ball.
Ima čovjek strpljenje, Bugar neki mrtvi.
Snuffed out the danger.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Hullet.
Vidiš kako on lagano. Peca, odbrana, radi na maks.
And it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come
Nema previše u odbrani, ne možemo
Well,
proći.
that defending is
Nema šanse, uvijek neko se nađe.
persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tries to play it through.
Ajde, Rudi, ide u kurac.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Urawa Reds clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's in on goal. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Evo,
Well, it's a move of
konstantno.
great promise, but will it
Ali
really
konstantno
prove
da
it?
izludiš, brate. Konstantno. Cross, jebeni, mrtvi cross.
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Ćemo,
Well, at
majko.
one stage he was
Razbio
being
bi sam
body
sebi
checked,
glavu
Peter,
kad
and
ovako
then
igra.
the next minute it's
Sam
in the
sebi.
back of the net. That's
Maljom
wonderful
neki.
striking.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's picked it up out wide. Roa Reds with the corner, there first. And he can clear it away. Bulgaria have the chance to go the other way. And he's on his way. And Del Piero! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. There was no getting to that.
Majstor,
No
nešto.
at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Gledaj.
Bulgaria are having a ball
Nema
here.
prolaska, brate.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rijkaard. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Half-time getting close now. Aimed beyond the defence. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Cleared without complication. Well, that has not gone well. Threads one in, and this is Hullet. Just the goal, and the shot! It's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is.
Granitna odbrana, brate, i u napadu samo cross. To mu je donijelo rezultat, ne šta.
Cruyff, and they can counter here. Looking for the run. He's in a good position here. He's had a shot! He's scored! That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Te zabi još
Well,
neki
they're very
cross.
much the better team at the moment, Peter.
Dajmo ga
And no
Pelea.
doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Nemamo ovdje rješenja. Čak i da izvučemo ovog jednog ovdje, da stavimo još nekog. Nema šanse da mogu se vratiti. Sam će se biti teže braniti. Jel smo možda trebali još jednog špica? Aj probat ćemo ovako.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field.
Number 3.
So, off we go once more.
Coming on to replace.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Ne,
Reds disappointing in the end there.
kome daješ u
Lack urgency.
pas, brate? Ove presječene lopte moramo koristiti.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He won't be happy with that one. Chance!
Uf, šteta.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rower Reds have their second corner now. Cleared away.
Lamini Pelson.
And this is Cruyff. And this is Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Look at the space here.
Idi!
And that was very necessary.
Jeboli ti, mamu.
Look, they've had their chance to
Imaš ga Maldini,
rethink, and
brate.
now they've got to stir a revival.
And this is Del Piero. He's onside. And there's the shot.
Gledaj ovo, ha dajte ljudi.
They've done it.
Šta igramo, brate?
Up by
Kako
three.
govno od
They
igrice
have their
igramo,
boots
brate.
on the
Gledaj ovo,
throats
ej.
of their foes.
Gle ovo.
And he's only too grateful to capitalize on the keeper's
Krute
misfortune.
ne jebo.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Pa nije moguće, brate. Nije moguće, kruvam. Pelson, ništa, Pelson, nek igra ovaj AMF-a, Pelson ide gore, pa šta je tu je?
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Rijkaard. Pele. Rummenigge.
Nema prolaska.
That's just playing it safe
Nema,
and
druže,
simple.
5 je u zadnjoj liniji, može se jebat.
Almost an hour gone. Gives it back. Now this chance for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Stood up well to him there. Bale. And it's Hullet. Rower Reds perhaps contemplating their next change here. It's all a little bit
Nema
desperate,
okreta.
but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Hullet. And he has been fouled there. And he's going to have his name taken.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less
Jel
sense.
dobio mrtvac crveni? Jest kurac.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Seedorf might be... And a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Number 13, Rigori. Substitution in progress.
Najgore ovaj neće biti neki rank,
Not
brate.
most convincing of passes.
Pa da kažeš izgubiš, zna lik igrat, nego izgubiš od nekoga idiota, brate.
Now it's Bale.
Što je gurno 5 nazad i samo lagani trokut.
Looking to get on the end of this. Good read, needed to be.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Michelis makes the interception. Plays a sharp little ball here. This might shapes to shoot.
Dida je sve
Now
odbranio.
that was quite some save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Danger averted for now.
Dida je sve živo u pecu.
And that is out of play. To Michelis.
Bro.
He has found the way through. Oh, that is a nice touch. That's very neat. Goes for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now that looks a decent ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rijkaard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, that pass has been well intercepted. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Belletti. Rodri. And it's Bale. And it's been played through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Flashes in a big header.
Vidi ovo,
Here he goes
druže.
again. They've scored. Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner.
Dva gola
They
su
picked
mu
him
se
off
odbila,
instead.
brate.
Things looking so easy.
E, ovo je bar
Clean
golčina.
finish. He scores. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
It's become a case of Merrick takes a shot.
Dida.
Oh, denied at the last.
Bravo, Dida.
So their fourth corner of the game. Thuram is there and he can get that clear. Out of play for a throw. Thuram. Passes short and sharp. Rijkaard, great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Maldini. And that is a little undercooked.
Automatski odmah je u napadu.
Well, that had
Jel
the
se
makings of
odbije
something
lopta,
quite
brate?
promising,
Lik
but
je već
it's
iskoristio
fizzled
sve.
out into nothing. Seedorf! Oh, good take in a good area. Cannavaro tries to clear. It's Pele!
Dida!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Svaka čast, Didi.
Not too much more here than seeing out time.
Dida je
Time is
odbranio Boga
very
oca.
nearly seen out. Hernus purring through the gears.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bebeto. Shot a goal! The whistle
Didi,
is
brate,
going.
bolji igrač, nije šta, pošteno.
Urawa Reds cannot-
Pošteno, brate, 5 odbrana Didi.
They came up
Bravo,
with
Dida,
goals
doktor.
who were thrilling at times.
Pogledaj ovo. Top 5000 jedva igrač, brate. Jedva top 5000. Bože, sačuvaj. Ali jebi ga, on je mašina, brate, nemam tu šta. Veliki Viktor Osim je možda odigra koji tekmu, brate. Aj, moramo bar još jednu. Da navučemo na 2 sata. 5 sati je taman još jednu. Ma ne nađem protivnika, brate. Ne mora naći da Osimen odigra jednu partijicu, brate. Viktor. Nema, brate, protivnika, džaba. Džaba, klik ćemo, ne jebe. Žive sile, brate. Ništa živo, brate, ne radi. Evo ga. Se nas konekta s nekim, brate. 2 puta nije uspjelo, valjda će sad uspjeti. Jedva. O, ne seri, brate. Gdje mi dođe ovaj lik materit? Vijena? Ne seri, bruda. Šta on igra? Kapelo i Lagano. Brate, ovaj je za sebe klasa. Nemam ja realno šta sa njim tražit, ali igrat će ipak Rud. Sad će nas vrat u 3. diviziju, brate. Igrica je preskriptovana. Jel nanižeš malo neki pobjeda, jel nešto dođe, neki ovi majstori. Igrica je previše smeće i onda ti izgubiš par mečeva i moraš ostati još sat, dva da bi vratio to sve što si izgubio. Znači igrica je malo reći bolesna. Japansko govno bolesno.
Have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you...
And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping! Dixon. Cleared away.
Aj Rud, brat.
Rummenigge. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Knocks it into space. And that pass just didn't quite work. Spread out to the left. Hazard. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Could move up a gear here.
Ovaj lik samo ovo igra, brat.
And it's Hullet.
Šta imam ja sa njim igrat?
Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim.
Pitanje da li je upalio ikad išta drugo, brat.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
A proper virtuoso of the game. Even the most brutal tackles were delivered with flawless timing, impeccable grace, elegance.
Spot on.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Azar.
Ali šta se odbija lopta? Iz čista mira.
Pass is intercepted. First quarter of an hour gone.
Čista mira, lopta ide u 3 lijepe.
Now it's Hullet. Thuram does well to get it back. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cruyff. Cruyff! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Cannavaro. Nedved going full tilt down the left. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Nedved. Picked out brilliantly. He's found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's a quick free kick. And it's Nedved. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pelé.
Ne, serio, brate.
Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Pass
Gledaj koliko
towards
sjecka.
target. Messi.
Bravo, gol.
It's Nedved!
Bravo, bravo.
Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Svaka je kratka.
Nedved. That's an
Gledaj
immaculate
lopti.
pass. He's through here.
Urawa Reds truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cruyff. Pelé. Might be danger here. And the finish! Oh, crossbar!
Gol.
An instinctive delivery. Yeah.
Bože dragi.
Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's fabulous.
Koja je Nedved?
Crosses. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's the chance to counter. Pelé. Crunching tackle. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Thinks about shapes to shoot. It's loose, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one...
Jedan šut, brat, ima 3 obrane golmana i dao ga i to je to.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully
Fascinantno, brate. Kako ovi likovi igraju, to je fascinantno.
keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Prosto fascinantno.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean,
Sam
you
Cannavaro
want to get
napadne
back in
ljudne
it
lopte.
as soon as possible,
Sam.
but without leaving yourself too open.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Eintracht Frankfurt clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Urawa Reds with the corner, there first. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe goes on a
Ali jebi ga, bitno je dobit, brate. Na kraju igra ulogu taj ko je pobjedio, a ne ovaj ko je imao više šansi.
Messi, now great chance.
Evo, 2 šanse, 2 gola i to je to, to je igrica, brate.
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it
Shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Rower Reds have their second corner now. He's got tall. And he hits the net. A wonderful delivery. And all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Azar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nevjerojatno.
Well, they are still trailing and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard, good purposeful running this. Vieira.
Evo,
They can
prođemo,
counter
gle.
here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh,
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away.
znaš li išta odigra drugo nego je li jedan trokut, bijedo.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Bijedo,
Well, the question
igraš
now is
konstantno
whether
ovu
they
igru,
can
brat.
sustain it.
Azar tries to pass it through. Skillful
Daj
cut
jednom,
out.
pogodi
He
ga,
is
pogodi ga
so at
jednom.
ease on the ball.
Evo, op.
Always onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance!
Bravo, Vijena, sin.
They've done it!
Još slavi, žvaljo, žvaljavi.
And a trademark move.
Žvaljo,
Ends with
žvaljavi.
the
Streamalo ovaj iđe.
classy finish.
Eintracht Frankfurt are such
Oh,
an
I žvaljo.
attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it's very
Streamalo, brat, iđe.
Substitution for Frankfurt. Number 17.
So,
uđe
time
malo
changes
Osimhen.
on both
Planirali smo
sides,
ga od
actually.
prve minute, nije čovjek dobio
So
šansu.
the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Rower Reds
Konstantno
are,
je
of
li
course,
jedan
in a position
trokut.
to go to the bench
Al
and relieve the
druže, pa
rise.
nije to fazon, brat. Konstantno, sve jedan napad, je li jedan
They are
trokut.
cruising. And the lead is extended still further. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Araujo has got the wrong side of the referee.
Evo,
and
Vieira
gets
se
a
raširi.
yellow card for his troubles.
Moraš mu puš kurac.
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Oh, well played. Neymar! They've scored! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Gledaj kako on brani,
Well,
brat.
they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking
Čudo nije, ali jedan
cause even
trokut
more
se udari.
damage here.
Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen charging forward. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's Pele! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Ribery ready to try one. So the perfect chance to get one back. Ribery! Oh, he really got hold of that. Conte. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ne može Peli ni lopti dodati.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Moj Pel to ne.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Conte, the man that is tenacity personified. Played back in. Neymar! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And they've got rid. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.
Gledaj, brale.
Side that can and
Gledaj
will
konekciji.
trouble more or less everyone. Your final thoughts?
Ali ne mogu igra Krojfa, brate, onda. Ne mogu igra Krojfaru, doktor. Jedino gdje bi mogu igra Krojfaru je ovdje, brate. Tu bi mogu igra Krojfaru, ali onda ne mogu igrat njega. To jest mogu bi igrat Rud, ali nema pasa Rud. Nema pasa Rud i nema ovdje niko da mi CMF može igrat sem njega. Sem doktora. Izvali smo 2 poraza, jebi ga. Treba sad se vratiti, teško je se vratiti, brate. Sad baca ove likove. Ove majstori. Ali Rud je napravljen da bude špic, nema Rud pasa u pičku. Cogi master, ma nema. Sad. Sad ih baca, brate, top 100 opet. Sad je krenulo nizbrdo. Sad ih baš baca. A mogu igrati tako.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Zapocinjemo. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a fullback, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Rummenigge. Played back. Engages and forces him off the ball. Out towards the flank. Van Basten. And it's Serginho. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Germany have their second corner now. Serginho goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Van Basten. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now that looks a decent ball. Pullet receives it in a wide position. Pullet. Oh, that's neat. Fired deep towards the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Scholes. And he's picked out the run. Lovely. Now then. Out of play for a goal kick. Pullet. Urawa Reds are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Scholes. Now it's Van Basten. Germany looking to pass their way through. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Yaya Toure. Germany are looking to break at pace. Here's Scholes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Cruyff. Maradona. Aubameyang. And here's Van Basten. Gullit did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Maradona considers his options.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Pele. Searching pass he's played there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is good alertness. 15 minutes till half-time. Rummenigge. Now this could be a chance. And it's Maradona. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this.
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards.
Tries a shot! Goal! Germany! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
A 1-0 lead is... It's Maradona! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Pele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yaya Toure. And it's Serginho. Maradona. Aubameyang! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Aubameyang has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Some resolute defending there.
Our Reds certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Scholes. Serginho. And here's Van Basten. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Great chance here from position A1.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Chance! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Maradona with the delivery. Rummenigge. Now it's Pele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Scholes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Threads one in. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Can he spark a counter here? And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He is through here. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, well played, well played. Scholes aimed beyond the defence. Maradona. And it's made its way to him. Chips it through. Pele. And that's another good win of the ball. Aubameyang. Rower Reds needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and
There's the shot! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. That's alert and sharp and very well played. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. Maradona. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. And he's cut it out. Seedorf. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to play it through. Kunde. Great vision. And Hullet! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And it's Thuram. Oh, what a ball! And now a sudden chance to counter.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Serginho tries to pass it through. Pele. And it's Scholes. Nice control. Mbappe. The referee has given a corner. Germany have their third corner. Serginho plays it short. And he's gone backward here. Rower Reds have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. Rummenigge in acres of space out wide.
Well played and well cleared.
Pele. Shot a goal! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
And it's Thuram. Gets a good foot in there. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. Scholes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Mbappe is onto this. Cleared without complication. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. He's on it, can he get away? This looks... Shot, surely! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
They're up to 5 corners now. Zapocinjemo with the short one. Dixon. Pele. And added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going
Gledaj formaciju u doktoriva. Gledaj formacije. O, igrico, brate. Igrico munju nebeska, brate. Kakva formacija u doktora. Kakva formacija u docenta. Bolist. Ma bolest, brate. Kud baca ove 3 poraza za redom, brate. Znači, išlo je top i onda su došli ovi majstori. 3 poraza za redom i gotovo. Čovjek je pogurao sve na. I sad će samo izbijat, zabit će neki gol i ne može mu ništa.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Da, evo, duplo flavo. Pa druže,
So Gina,
dragi.
between the sticks for this one, widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The Big Easy for me.
I
there was
sad ide
indeed a
neki
time in his
trokut.
career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his
Duplo plavo.
unless you're quite special.
Can he get it through? And that has been cut short. And this is Pele. And he's hit it long.
A štiće ovdje sad.
Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Modric is sporting a guilty look after that.
Duplo plavo.
Pass
Dojem
wasn't
da,
good enough.
da
And
glavu
goal
sebi
plays
razbijem,
there.
brate. Duplo plavo, brate.
And this is Pele. He's through. Now is he in? Pele!
Gdje si, Vesnić?
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient
Pa ne,
approach for now,
vidiš.
still trying to
Izgubi se volja,
have a
brate.
good look at one another.
Za životom kad doje ovako neki lik, brate, koji igra konstantno defanzivno i šta da ja sad ovdje se jebem sa njim.
Rower Reds finding their passes. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending
Znači
is
on sad će samo
unapologetically
lagano
persistent. It's almost personal.
čekat svojih 5 minuta. Evo, ovoga majstora.
It's just the goalkeeper to beat.
Emo! Prvu šansu nije iskoristio.
Rijkaard. So we're still where we started right now.
Smorio sam se, brate.
Now that looks a decent ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Materi.
Hernandez. Nottingham
Ne treba uopšte
hoping
igrat
for
online
intensity
igrice,
here, having
brate.
lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very
Al
good
Boga.
pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And it's played forward. Rijkaard.
Nemam kome lopte dati.
Out towards the flank. Back into the middle. Chance for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Moraš sve baciti u vodu zbog ovih debila, brate. Htio se odigrat nešto, ne možeš odigrat. Ne možeš odigrat, brate, moraš igrat nešto. SS kontra Hazard kontra Pelson, anchoring defanzivno da ne ide nigdje, anchoring Smorio se baš, možda Cruyff na SS. Ma mogu i njega na SS, brate. Šta ću, smorio sam se. Če si brko? Ne znam, brate, smorio sam se. Smorio sam se, ne znam, možda dođem kasnije, igrajte vi, pa ću vidjeti. Da mi odigrat još ovu, brate. Pa da malo odmorim. 3 sata čumim ovdje, brate. Smorio sam se, brate, lik je neku formaciju, znači ne mogu doći do 16 metara. Al boga. Mrzim to, brate. Ne, evo, ja sam izgubio 3 zaredom, nije problem, brate, ali nisam gurao 60 igrača u kazneni prostor. I što je najjače vodi lig. Evo, ovo je sad. Ovo je sada se otelo kontrolu. Znači, ovo ako puknem nikad više u paltove igrice neću. To je sigurica. Samo zato što, znači, duplo plavo i gura na jednog igrača, brate. Evo vidimo. Gle. Nije faul.
Thuram calmly anticipates. Raul Reds making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Modric. Davids. And it's Modric. Thuram gets across to intercept that.
Brate, boli ste negdje.
It's Cruyff. Aimed beyond.
Jebote, konj.
Oh, taken with style. And once more.
Ok, Batonga, nemoj se Vesna te podržava, nemoj da brineš. Pa neću pal. Neću, brate, upal zato što... Evo, sad ću vam pokazati formaciju od lika. Sam ja sad tu bolesnik. Samo da dođe polovrijeme, brate. Sad ćete vidjeti šta čovjek igra. Moram malo odmor brko posao, pa ću možda i doći. Nisam ja htio ni igrat, nego nije vas nikog bilo i rekao, hajde malo ga premostimo. Međutim, ispalo je negativno. Psihički.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he
Dodaj mu
failed to get his
jeboli
head
ti
up.
svoju tetku.
Mrš! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you
Vamos.
isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
Referee's had a look and he's...
Rumeni 2 gola. Vraćamo se u Inter, brate. Gledaj sad šta igram, brate. Gledaj ovo. Ovo je moja ekipica. Gledaj ovo, brate. 5 u zadnjoj liniji. Embuemo na SS, njega ne može više, ne dozvoljava igrica da spusti više dole igrača. 4 ispred zadnje linije i ovo je zadihto. Je li ovo moguće, brate? Je li ovo normalna liga? 3 štopera, 2 beka, linije gurno dole ko da su štoperi. 3 DMF-a, brate. 1 CMF i 1 SS. Druže, pa ovo nije normalna osoba, brate. Nije normalna osoba, boga mi. Znači, nije lik nije normalan, 100% nije. Ali preokrenut smo ga, sad ja trebao duplo plavo igrat, sad bi ja trebao tako sve zatvor dole i onda ko kome dadne gol. Konakurac, ovaj Mbuemo je brz. Ovaj Mbuemo je brz. Mogu me usrat. Ne znam, niko je chill futbalica. A brate, chill je bilo, ali to se brzo promijeni. Bilo je baš chill je. Baš je bilo top. Hodo pucat, čujem se. Aj Brko, ako bude bilo, šta? Čućemo se, ako ne bude, ne bude. Faul, druže, faul. Cruyff! Uff! Šteta! Mislio sam da je ovo golaso, ali... Ali evo sada problema. Mbuemo, brate, šta je Mbumo? Kinder Bueno. Eden Hazard. Oh, nemam sinje. Alo. Prođi lopto. Vamos! Te parkiraj malo nazad, druže. Moramo se vratiti u drugu. Nego sam otrnuo ovdje sjedeći, sve mi bridi si.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Aj sad parkiraj, brate.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Gdje parkiraj?
One team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Ali što je najjače, lik je bolestan, brate. Lik i dalje drži to parkirano, odbrana dole, a gubi 3-1. Znači on je došao tu da parcuka sistem rada. On ne odustaje od svoje igre. Ko Enzo Maresca. Bolje da sam igrao Assassin's Creed, jebote konj. Ali što sam ja otrnuo čet. Mbumo. Ma glava me zabolila, goni u kurac. Se nerviram radi govana, brate. Jebeni govana. Ne vidio izmjenu.
Nottingham get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now.
Što najjače ovaj će možda stići.
Totally up for grabs.
He can run onto that.
Vaj.
Oj. Spots it and intercepts.
Uniteda. Bolesnik.
Oh, it's a promising build up. There's plenty of really
nice
passing. Rummenigge.
Ti ćeš kurac mu.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity.
Ajde Nottingham, bolesnik jedan.
Perfectly delivered.
A
A
što je najjače, to nije on postavio od moje ekipe, nego je bilo tako kad smo ušli u meč.
Just relentless. That is his ton. And does he not know it?
Bolje ja, Vesnić, ali jebi ga.
The maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy
Igrat ću
to lose
malo
the ball like that,
Battlefielda,
Peter.
ako
The
Bog
ease
da,
which they were able to
kasnije,
cut
dok
through
malo
from
se
there,
ohladim.
that
Koliko je
definitely didn't have
časova?
a good look about it.
4. 6, pa eto.
So now the
Kasnije.
difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to
Sad sam
do
se
and
baš
will
istil to
continue to
pravo.
do by the looks of it.
Oh, that was vital. Danger averted for now. Dixon. Now, can
Bravo.
they get him away? Look at the space here. Chance, surely!
Penal.
Oh, that's horribly
Ada.
mistimed, and it's given penalty.
Jedi gol na šupak.
Rower Reds have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead.
Vidim, nema više izmjena ja. Ajde pa dođem posle. Ajde Vesnić, uživaj. Nema više ja pauza, vrati. I on sad namjerno ode na psihu igra. A ipak nije.
Substitutions taking place.
Tako je, si.
You like, and they're running away.
Raznesi govno.
A time for a cool head.
Raznesi ga,
And
vamos.
precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Rower Reds are
Nakon
having
3
a
poraza,
problem here.
bitan win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You
Ali
can
nije mi
see
žao
the
za ona
manager
3 poraza jer oni su
screaming
liko
on the
bilo
touchline,
okej, sem onog
telling his
Bukara.
team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
Ali ona
It's
dvojica su
composure
bili
from
top
here.
100 jebi.
Kaka.
Ta će ja s njima
Sharp
igrat.
little ball here. Now it's Pele.
Nego mi je ovaj istil to šupak.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Pele. Lovely bit of
Pele.
skill. And here's Cruyff. Tries to play it through. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's a fine interception. Great defending, strong and determined.
Ali Dixon nije trebao ovdje igrat, nismo imali više izmjena.
Kimmich. 4 extra minutes
A
added
što
on.
ćeš? Parkiraj, brale, malo bus.
And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the
Parkiraj,
ball.
rođu.
He's had a
Uf.
shot!
Rajkard.
Oh, impressive strike. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Kimmich. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic
Ovo je lik, ali
game.
smo odigrali, brate,
Players,
nekako.
What unity, what joy.
Jebote, kru bolesni. 60 igrača nazad. Međutim, mi moramo se vratiti igrat tu sa trojicom napred, ne vrijedi, brate. Ne vrijedi, ne možeš bez trojice i jebi. Moram tu igrat neku trojku. Laganu. Moram ovdje igrat Cruyffa SS-a, moram ovdje igrat tog čovjeka i ovdje dole možda. Možda. Možda nisam sreo sve možda se ne bi živeo kao lutalica. Možda. Ovo moram igrat nekog DMF-a, vrati. A jedini koga imamo je ovaj čovjek. I ovdje je SS. Ko će igra, brate? Rud. Ulic. Može. Ne ovaj. Previše ovo kroz sredinu. Moramo baciti još jednu, ne bi li ošli ponovo u drugu, brate. Oj, mečeva, ljudi. Kakvi bolesni mečevi. Aj, Snake neki. Aj, Snake Stars. Biće gadno, vjerovatno. Evo ga, opet neki formacijski manijak. CMF, dva štopera, DMF, SS, LMF. Ja ne znam šta je s ovima sada, brate. Ovo moram malo razvući. Mada bi ovdje možda trebao Tirama igrat. To je to. Ajmo svi da igramo. To je to celu. Zapevamo. Ovaj možda ima neku drugu formaciju.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Sa beka, brate.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dobra, trči, rumeni. Nemoguće da je Cannavaro brži, brate, ne postoji. 100 ima rumeni.
Rummenigge, and this is Cruyff. Real
Bravo.
chance. He's delivered all right.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
100 i preko 100 ima rumeni, brate, i da ga jebe. Juan Seva Veron se vratio u ekipu.
Romania really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So a breakthrough already. And that's put paid to a promising move. Row of Reds leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Flashes it, he rises! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Romania grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams...
Can he finish?
Jebem li ti tetka.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rower Reds with their first corner. The first in the game. Oh,
Maldini!
smashing header. And the keeper couldn't
Nema
avoid it.
sreće.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Romania
Peron.
has the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pullet takes control of it and he's on the move.
Ne možeš se okrenut, brate.
Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could
Yo,
do
look.
with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that
Vidi
was
pasa,
not the
čovječe.
case.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rudi možda morao igrati u sredini.
Look at the space here. And this is Ronaldo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's a nicely shaped ball. Pele, he's having a shot! And he hits the net. And they've got their lead back. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the
Bitno,
final
bitno,
pass.
bitno je ovo sada bilo.
Peter, the defense might wanna
Lagan
have
gost,
themselves
2-1, sad je
ahead
ponovo
of the
promijenio
Apple.
formaciju. Brat je sav u formaciji, brat.
Take the lead. Pullet.
Rud, daj!
Now it's Cruyff.
Jaj, kako Cruyff primaš to.
Turan. It's a searching pass.
Pelton. Pelton, kakav pas Peltona! Šteta, brate. Ovo bi bilo za
But the referee
anale
said go.
fudbala. Nije Pelton
And this
kriv.
is Cruyff.
Vidio.
Pitches it off him. Schneider.
Wesley.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just
Hey.
eases him off the ball.
Hej!
Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run
Druže.
loose here.
Klaren, može.
Rower Reds
Bravo,
are
Klaren.
looking to go forward now. And this is
Cruyff.
Can he get it through? And that's a dangerous ball.
Čekuje me, znači, čekuje me ko
Excellent
zapita pušta.
tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
A ja jedan gol navučen konstantno raspalije, nek idu u 3 pičke materne, brat.
And it's Seedorf. Schneider given the lift of his goal.
Bravo.
Now it's Cruyff. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The
Loše
execution
postavljanje.
of it, not quite so.
Clearly
Maldini
this is
kasni.
having made the run.
40 neka, ovo je šansa za gol, sreća pa nije.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Seedorf. And the referee's looking at
Kakav
his
ti ovo
watch.
pas,
We could
Seedorf.
be done here. It's a threatening ball.
Bravo,
There's the
Demichelis.
half-time whistle. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Rower Reds are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Možda
We are already
ne
promptly back on the way.
zakrao smisao tvoj-
And this is Hazard. Chooses to go back. Schneider.
Previše prostora ovdje bilo.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery.
Dobra.
The defense, though, able to hold on this time.
Donekli dobra.
Made its way to him. Romania needed that.
Klaren
They
veliki.
needed it.
Nije stigo.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Seedorf.
Če si pošao na Juana Sebu, druže.
Rummenigge. Now it's
Bravo.
on it. Oh, played right into his path. Face to and Cruyff.
Uf, pomjerio ga je. Pa koji sam debilčina?
Denied brilliantly.
Koja sam
Really looked
debilčina?
sharp there, didn't he?
Debilčina.
That's very well played.
Debilčina. Meč sam imao ovdje.
Azar. And it's Snyder.
Vidio, ne da prebacam Pelea da ga jebeš.
Nicely weighted ball. Shot a
Da.
goal!
Šta brani?
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Veliki kan, brat.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos plays it short.
Bravo, De Michelis.
Who's going to get there? Has
Ale.
another go. Off the post.
Sreća.
Schneider.
Maldini.
Romania are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Ne,
Certainly when
ne.
defending, at least, because they've got to be ready to hit the
Nekontrolisane lopte idu,
counter-attack,
brat.
and that seems to be the plan.
Looking tidy in possession here. That is well positioned. Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're
Pa evo,
coming
start.
again
I izjebe
and
me
again.
lig.
They just need
Da
to
li je
sort out
moguće?
their end product, and quickly.
Vidi.
Vieira. And it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Bravo, De Michelis, još jednom.
Now it's Snyder. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking to play him in. Now it's
Cruyff.
Oh, he's bustling through here.
Cruyff, ne!
And that is
Rupa, povuko, pobjego Cruyff, ali nema
There's
gola.
that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Tvrd meč do pola, zaista. Ulazi ovdje Klaren, mora. Mora ovdje neko ući. Da poveže sve. Lothar Mateus. Eden Hazard. Rumen i Omen. Lude izmjene, ali moramo. Cruyff ostaje još. A ja, Kroos ide neki od njega. Kakvi mečevi, ljudi. Probili smo sve. 3 sata igramo ovo govno. Jebote, da. A imao sam zicera sa Cruyffom i to 2. Nisam pogodio ni jedan ni drugi.
Urawa Reds are, of course, in a position to go to the bench
Klaren,
should the need
DMF.
arise. Adams. Costa Curta.
Razvuko je Messi. Ne da Maldini.
Azar. And it's Azar. Urawa Reds
Kome
finding
si
their
dodo?
passes.
Kome si dodo, Hazarde?
Played out
Konju,
towards the right
malo.
wing. Messi is in a really good position out wide.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Vidi.
Oh, well played.
Što je sad pao, brat?
Well, there's plenty to
Što je pao?
think about this
Sam
approach.
je bio.
Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Dobro je.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Now it's Cruyff.
Ah,
Cruyff is offering some sort of an
Cruyffara u
apology there.
seriji neki pas, brat.
Teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bellingham.
Vidio.
Sent off.
Bravo.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And the counter is on.
Duplo crveno, nek sam i to večeras
Was
vidio.
nowhere near his best. Knocks it into space. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Hazard, Eden, druga,
And the
nema
goalkeeper's got a
nikog.
good pass
Boksuje
there.
golman.
Nicely spread. Now it's
Kontrica ide.
Messi. And now the breakaway. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Ali, veliki tiram.
Looking for safety.
Kakav je ovaj tiram.
Be a throw in. And it's
Maldini.
through here. Whatever he had in
Bravo,
mind,
Mateus.
that was not it.
Idi.
Cut short.
Ne,
And it's saved.
mora odigrat opet isto. Bravo.
Tries to play it through.
Bravo.
Now it's Hazard. Cruyff. Tries a shot. He's
Tačka na i oven.
and surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
Joker sa klope.
A momentary
Mike Lowen.
mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Joker sa klope. Tačka na i.
Urawa Reds could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. And that is as far as it goes. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other.
Evo nas opet. Brate, 12-2-3. Bolest je večeras bila. Ovdje bi trebali stati, brate. S ovim stručnjacima počeli su neke bolesne informacije. 12-2-3, brate. Ludost. Ko, Rafinha, koga da uzmemo, brate? Harry Kane, imamo 300 Harry Kane-a. Plavca iz Londona. Ljudovi. Čekaj da imam samo šta ima ovdje, ovo nisam ni gledao. Šta ima ovdje? Ivan Provedel, Oli Watkins. Messi, šta Messi? Ništa. Sets, ništa. Evo imam Frank Riveri za 80k. To je to, vrat, ljudovi. Dosta. 3 sata, ušli smo u drugu, borba je bilo. Uglavnom, uživajte, svako dobro i čujemo se.